There's nothing worse than the feeling you get when you find out you've been cheated on. It's gut-wrenching, blood-boilingly awful. There's nothing that compares to that betrayal. Yet, we are somehow tempted to take them back anyway. It's that smile, the way they say they're sorry and seem like they actually mean it, that makes you want to forgive them and pretend like it never happened. If your partner even has an idea that they want to cheat, they're already halfway out the door. It's the harsh truth that someone needs to share with you. Once a cheater, always a cheater. You don't want to stay, you're angry, and you don't want your emotions getting in the way. You just want to walk out of their lives entirely and feel confident and happy about it. It's not easy walking away, but you've got this. Take the baby step of reminding yourself daily that you deserve better. You will find that being alone is so much better than being with someone who makes you feel miserable and unwanted. We've found the best cheating quotes that will help you remember why you should never take back a cheater, even when you're tempted. Never underestimate a man's ability to make you feel guilty for his mistakes. His mistakes, not yours. Cheating and lying aren't struggles, they're reasons to break up. Don't get yourself locked in a cycle of hurt. He's living his life, so stop letting him get in the way of you living yours. Live your life. Cheating was easy, but impossible to take back. Remember that. Dear ex, when you see me, I want you to recognize what you had, regret what you lost, and realize what you're never getting back. Recognize, regret, and realize. Once someone cheats in the relationship, there's no reason to stay. If they truly loved you, they would have never cheated. You can do better. That was how dishonesty and betrayal started, not in big leagues, but in small secrets. The small secrets do the most damage. They didn't cheat because of who you are. They chose to cheat because of who they are not. It was their choice. Don't cheat if you don't want to be cheated. A relationship is mutual. This is the golden rule for all great connections. The golden rule. Any affair, by its very nature, is quite dysfunctional. Ain't that the truth? How can he love you when he treats you as if he doesn't even like you? It isn't real love. If you didn't want me to tell people that you were a lying piece of trash, then you shouldn't have been a lying piece of trash. Pretty simple. It's simple. The more you defend a lie, the angrier you become. Why put yourself through that? The truly scary thing about undiscovered lies is that they have a greater capacity to diminish us than exposed ones. You will move past this. You didn't just cheat on me. You cheated on us. You didn't just break my heart. You broke our future. There's no more us. Next to hurting my family, cheating on me is the worst thing someone could do. Except that cheating hurts your family too. It's better to have nobody than to have someone who is half there or doesn't want to be there. What's better? One day you're going to remember me and how much I loved you, and then you're going to hate yourself for letting me go. Your loss. The more people rationalize cheating, the more it becomes a culture of dishonesty, and that can become a vicious downward cycle. Because suddenly, if everyone else is cheating, you feel a need to cheat too. You are who you surround yourself with. You don't deserve someone who comes back. You deserve someone who never leaves. You deserve better. Things come apart so easily when they have been held together by lies. Fake is fragile. One lie is enough to question all the truth. That's all it takes. Stop asking me to trust you while I'm still coughing up water from the last time you let me drown. You already drowned me. Those who cheat on their partners who are loyal to them don't deserve them. Truth. You can't save a relationship unless both people are equally invested. It takes a joint effort to make it work. One person trying will never be enough. You already did everything you could. If another woman steals your man, there's no better revenge than letting her keep him. Real men can't be stolen. She can keep him. Not that you lied to me, but that I no longer believe you has shaken me. Can you really move on with this person, knowing what they did, and trust them not to do it again? No woman could love a cheater and not pay the price for it. It's impossible. One lie has the power to tarnish 1,000 truths. What can you trust? A liar deceives himself more than anyone, for he believes he can remain a person of good character when he cannot. Do yourself a favor and move on. Feelings are much like waves. We can't stop them from coming, but we can choose which ones to surf. Is this really worth it? Never cheat on someone who is good to you. Karma will get you. He forgot about you. Remember that. Don't forget. Earthquakes just happen. Tornadoes just happen. Your tongue does not just happen to fall into some other girl's mouth. Nobody has ever killed themselves over a broken arm. But every day, thousands of people kill themselves because of a broken heart. Why? Because emotional pain hurts much worse than physical pain. The pain is almost insufferable. Once a cheater, always a repeater. Cheaters don't think cheating is wrong until they get cheated on. Why does it take that to make them understand? Cheating is the most selfish thing a person can do in a relationship. If you're not happy with the person you're with, then end it. It's that simple. Why don't people understand this? If you marry a man who cheats on his wife, you'll be married to a man who cheats on his wife. Food for thought. Never argue with someone who believes their own lies. Don't bother. Cheating is the most disrespectful thing one human being can do to another. If you aren't happy in a relationship, end it before starting another one. It's that simple. It was a mistake, you said. But the cruel thing was, it felt like the mistake was mine for trusting you. Don't let it happen again. Infidelity is mentally, emotionally, and physically painful to the betrayed spouse. Be gentle with yourself as you heal. Show yourself some compassion. There is no such thing as an affair that doesn't mean anything. Don't fall for that lie. Cheating is a choice, period. End of story. Trust, once lost, could not be easily found. Not in a year, perhaps not even in a lifetime. Do you really want to put yourself through that? Guys are like bras. They hook up behind your back. Watch out. A real man doesn't have time to cheat because that man is too busy providing all of which a good woman deserves. You deserve a real man. When a man steals your wife, there is no better revenge than to let him keep her. They deserve each other. Cheating on a good person is like throwing away a diamond and picking up a rock. You're a diamond. There is no justification for having an affair. None at all. If you can't be committed to another person, at least be committed to the concept of character and don't cheat. It's that simple. Why don't you just pretend that he dropped dead? You can't call or write to a dead man. Put a couple of candles in front of his picture and get it over with. The relationship is dead anyway. It might sound ordinary for a woman to find out her husband's cheating on her, but not if you're the woman, and it's your husband. It hurts. I am learning to love the sound of my feet walking away from things not meant for me. Walk away. For a relationship to flourish, it needs an affair. However, the affair needs to be with your own self, your inner self. Don't step outside of the relationship. Sometimes you can be touched by God, but not healed. Often when this happens, He is using your pain for a greater purpose. Learn from this. Love is never supposed to hurt. Love is supposed to heal, to be your haven from misery, to make living worthwhile. When you're hurting, keep this in mind. Trying to make sense of crazy will make you crazy. Let them go. Let go. Even a tiny bit of deceit is dishonorable when it's used for selfish or cowardly reasons, and cheating it, both selfish and cowardly. Cheating only thrills those who cannot see the beauty in faithfulness. Being faithful is the most beautiful thing in the world. Anything is better than lies and deceit. Legit. Lying is easy, but it's lonely. Is it really worth it? Betrayal was what I felt. My heart broken not just by a guy I was in love with, but also by, as I once believed, a true friend. Losing your best friend can be much harder than losing your lover. Remember, there's a difference between somebody who wants you and somebody who would do anything to keep you. There's a difference. People cheat when they are afraid. When there is no cost to being wrong or confessing ignorance, there is no reason to cheat or fake comprehension. Honesty is the best policy. Extramarital affairs occur in the mind as well as the bedroom. Emotional cheating is real. Cheats prosper until there are enough who bear grudges against them to make sure they do not prosper. It always comes around in the end. If you cheat on someone who is willing to do anything for you, you actually cheated yourself out of true loyalty. Their loss. I remember one desolate Sunday night, wondering, is this how I'm going to spend the rest of my life? Married to someone who is perpetually distracted and somewhat wistful, as though a marvelous party is going on in the next room, which, but for me, he could be attending. It's obvious when your heart and mind is somewhere else. I'm proud of my heart. It's been played, stabbed, cheated, burned and broken, but somehow it still works. You will love again. Stop thinking about him, because he's not thinking about you. He's not thinking about you. Nowhere does it state that unfaithfulness or infidelity is tied to a physical act only. Emotional affairs are just as painful. Bushwhacked, I examine my hands. Same hands. Rings still there, but no longer valid. It's surreal. A man can love you from the bottom of his heart and still find room at the top for somebody he claimed was nobody, the worst. Seriously, if the bastards cheat on you, then they don't deserve you anyway. If that's a legit fear, then you probably shouldn't be with them to begin with. Facts. No relationship is ever a waste of time. If it didn't bring you what you want, it taught you what you don't want. You learned a lesson.